Chuck with BMWBLOG, and I'm here with Tom Plucinsky, BMW North America Corporate Communications, and he's going to give us a run-through of the BMW M4 GT3 and its inaugural race here at the Rolex Daytona 24 Hours.
All right, Chuck. Yeah, let's give your fans a look at the new car. This is the M4 GT3. It is the top-level customer race car. This happens to be racing in the GTD Pro category this year. We also have a Turner Motorsport car in the GTD category.
And Tom, what's the difference between the GTD Pro?
Exactly. So the GTD Pro means it's all pro drivers in the car. We have 4 drivers for this long race this weekend, so they're all gold and platinum rated drivers. In the Turner car, they can have 2 pros and they must have 2 amateurs as well. So it's a bit different, and that's how the differentiation is between the classes. Otherwise, the cars are exactly the same. Same tires, same equipment, same balance of performance, everything on the cars. So let's have a look at the car real quick. We'll start at what is sometimes controversial, the grille, but it's totally functional in this car. The top inlet here is the inlet for the engine. This is where the engine breathes. It's a twin turbo engine. It's called the P58. It's based on the S58. With a few modifications. I'll get into those in a few minutes. Second one is cooling for the intercoolers. So the intercooler air goes in here, and then if you bring the camera around, it comes out here. That's a big difference with the street car. Whereas the street car uses air to oil intercooling, the race car uses air to air. Cold day like this, we're going to get really nice cold air going into those turbos, so that's good. And then the bottom one is the radiator intake, and then that exits above the hood as well. And then there are 2 ducts on the side. Those are brake cooling. Right now they're partially blocked off, so we can remove those to allow more brake cooling if we need to. But seeing as it's going to be so cold here in Daytona, we don't need to do that. And actually, I think we should say while we're in the front here.
Oh, look at that, 50th anniversary.
Yeah, exactly, 50th anniversary of the BMW M. The logos were put on yesterday. If you buy an M car after March production, those will come with it for the U.S. market at least, and they will be also available through parts. So you'll be able to get a set for your car if you like. All right, so let's move around the side a little bit. If you look at the hood, there's a gentleman in the crowd just asked, "Where's the engine?" Because doesn't seem to be enough room with all that ductwork for the cooling. The engine is in the front. It is lowered and a little bit further back. It has a dry sump lubrication. Unfortunately, they have it all buttoned up, so we can't look at it right now. But the oil is separate from the pan, so that it can be lower. The other big difference is that the engine is not attached to the transmission like it is in the street car. The engine has a high-speed drive shaft that goes to the rear of the car into a transaxle.
And what's the benefit of that? Why is that important?
It does a few things, but the main reason is weight. So moving weight to the rear, it's a 2-wheel drive car, of course, so moving a bit more weight to the rear actually benefits the car as a race car. We're a little off the 50-50 weight distribution. We're a little rearward weight biased. Transaxle, let's talk about that a little bit. It's an X-Track 6-speed transaxle, straight cut gears, paddle shift, and the transaxle includes the clutch. So the clutch is at the back, which is odd for street car people to grasp. It has the differential. Yeah, we'll go in the interior in a sec. It has the differential, the starter motor, the alternator, and the actual gearbox all in one unit at the rear of the car.
All in that one box.
All in that one box.
What did you
and
call
it's about
that box
this big
again?
by that big. It's called a transaxle.
Transaxle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's also easy to replace, easy to remove, take it out, put a new one in. They can also access the gearbox from above inside the car if they need to.
And is that made by ZF, or who makes that?
No, it's by X-Track.
X-Track.
It's a pure race box. In fact, it's the same X-Track transaxle as we used in the M8 GTE, except that the casing's made out of aluminum instead of magnesium. All right, let's have a look inside, because there's a few new things there to look at. Body in white is an M4 G82, and then in Regensburg the roll cage is put in, and then the cars are built by BMW Motorsport.
Very snug looking cockpit for the driver.
It's very
for
snug
sure.
and very functional. There's a few things that are really interesting compared to a street car. The seat in this car is very strongly bolted to the floor and to the roll cage. There is no movement in the seat whatsoever. If you, in your street car, if you do a track day and you have a GoPro behind your seat, you'll see the top of the seat moves quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And it moves about an inch each way, and that you lose fidelity to you, between the car and you. So this seat here does not move at all. But in order to accommodate different drivers, we have a movable pedal box.
That looks like a bicycle handle.
Exactly, it is. So when they get in to do their driver change, which they can do in 14 seconds,
Wow.
they can move the handle, move the pedals to where they like, and then here we have tilt telescope. It's hard to do from outside the car, but tilt telescope steering wheel, and actually the steering wheel itself is a new thing for the industry. This is a Fanatec steering wheel that you can use on your sim racing rig as well as in the car. So a lot of our drivers do off-track training on their sim. They can have the same wheel as their car, or they can take the car's wheel and stick it on their sim.
Very cool.
So that is essentially the driver's area. Cluster here gives the driver everything they want. It's a full color display. The other display over there is a radar camera. So
All from Bosch, it looks like.
all from Bosch, exactly. So there's a camera at the back with radar on it, and it will tell the driver if a car is approaching or not. So we're in a multi-class race, and some cars are faster than us. So you want to be able to know that. The camera will tell you whether cars are receding or approaching.
These look like Michelin's. So Michelin is your tire supplier.
Michelin is our tire supplier. One difference from MA GTE and GTLM was that we used what they call development tires. So these are proprietary tires from Michelin that they didn't allow the public to have. They used them for research and development. These are customer race tires. So they are purchasable by anyone. They're not as advanced as some of the tires we use in GTLM, but that's part of the rules here. And here we approach the back of the car.
The rear wing looks a lot different than normal. You have your supports on the top.
Setup. Yeah, that's actually something you're seeing more and more in race cars, and the reason for that is this wing takes a lot of pressure when it's at speed, and ever so slightly it will lever down and have less downforce at high speeds. If the supports are underneath, it actually doesn't work as well. So this is a new way of supporting the wing, and it also gives free air underneath, so it makes the wing a little more efficient.
And is this the camera?
That's the camera,
system
exactly.
you were talking about?
Yep.
I love the 50-year anniversary.
Yes, that's the official 50 years
really
of M sticker. Yep.
And Modal, what do they do for you? Are they engine oils and brake fluid, or just?
Motul is one of our partners. They're engine oil and various fluids for the car. Yeah, and they've been with us now for I think 3 years. So they're a great partner. And actually, there's one big vent back here that we didn't see. The car is air conditioned. It has to be by the rules because the side windows are closed, and the air conditioning condenser's in the back there, and then there's an oil cooler back there as well.
I didn't notice the 50th anniversary on the top. Of
Yes, it's
on the
there.
top of the wing. That looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
With the BMW M colors and the Puma logo. Very cool.
Yes, Puma supplies all our team gear and suits and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
Tom,
so
thank you for taking some time and talking to us.
You're welcome.
I really appreciated the walkthrough of the BMW M4 GTE, and look forward to seeing how these guys do on the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona.
Let's hope. This is going to be the coldest Daytona ever, so it should be interesting. We're looking forward to it.
It is below freezing here forecast for tonight, so I did ask if they were going to have heating in the car, but they say the engine provides the heat if they
We don't
need
need
it.
heat, no.
So, all right, well, cool. Thank you so much, Tom.
You're welcome.
And always, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our BMW Blog YouTube channel. Cheers.